And we're back. Sorry about that. So, just bringing back up the requirements, we ended with our discussion on contextualization. Um, Actually, no, I'm sorry. We're just about to jump into contextualization. So, ending slide one with the discussion of the event. If you have any questions, where I post this, post this, I love these videos. I love them. Hi parents. Hi parents seeing me say that. So one image minimum, professionally arrange your colors. Make sure the font you use is extremely legible and large enough for your audience to see, especially as you present. Slide two, 25 points. Make sure to title it contextualization. All right. Nothing too fancy. Now, when it comes to historic context, you guys know your stuff, but I have also given you examples below. The two examples that I've given you are World War II. In context, it was greatly in part due to years previous, the Industrial Revolution, which is going to bring about an ideology of imperialism. It's going to bring about the mechanisms for a war that will be global and honestly end up destroying destroying many people as millions and the economy of Europe and eventually the Soviet Union. Another example I've given you is the boom of slavery in 1860, which reached nearly 4 million enslaved. And with more than half living in the cotton producing states of the South, in context, why was that? Well, it was because of the invention, thanks Eli Whitney, the cotton gin in 1793. Now, of course, that's not cause and effect. Cause and effect is a multitude of things. Everything from, well, the evils of human nature, a culture that was built and continued upon, well, the backs of slaves. It was traditional, it was cultural, and also an ideology of superiority that dipped its foot into imperialism. I'm really getting ahead of myself here with the cause and effect, though. So let's go back to contextualization. So, again, title, contextualization. Contextualization requirements, make sure that you note that it's 50 years or more prior to the chosen event. And make sure that you explain how and why the trajectory, came to be. It's ultimately going to lead to the cause and effect. So, before we end contextualization, which again, 5 sentences minimum, guys, you can do this. I believe in you. Evidence, back up your contextualization with one example and or story as evidence and cite the evidence at the bottom of the slide in a text box. Finally, last thing with the second slide, we're already over halfway done here. Images, 2 images minimum. Again, professionally arranged, extremely legible font. And then finally, slide 3, which is almost the complete parallel to contextualization slide, the only difference being its cause and effect. So let's use World War II and slavery again as an example, which, by the way, you guys aren't allowed to use that. Sorry, but I'm giving you all the answers. You have to come up with your own research. So title, make sure that you note that it's cause and effect, the cause requirements, and the effect requirements. So for cause, explain the immediate reason for the event you chose. Again, what's the difference between context and cause? Cause is immediate. After Archduke Ferdinand was assassinated, bam, war was declared. The boom of slavery, what's the main cause? Well, the main cause and effect of this continued practice was it was 3 things, actually. I shouldn't say duly. It was sin nature, imperialistic mentality, as well as a sinful traditional culture. And then the effect requirement, I have 10 seconds. So I'll get to the effect requirement in the third video, and I think that'll sum it up with presentations. And like I said, if you have any questions, put them below here, guys.